Alright, what's up guys? Weapons of Black Ops, my new little mini-series that's going to keep my Call of Duty fans happy because I'm going to be posting a lot of Halo Reach. I had the bright idea of, making a little mini-series that's going to talk about some of the weapons that are going to be returning to Black Ops that have made appearances in other games. Today we're working with the Dragunov SVD Battle Rifle. If you don't know, I'm a pretty big history nerd. I'm double majored in political science and history, so I have a pretty extensive background on weaponry and whatnot. As you see me get a Dragunov collateral, which I thought was pretty sweet. The Dragunov is a lighter sniper rifle, which means that you don't have to use stopping power because it is a one-hit kill chest up, even on Jug. So here I am using Juggernaut myself, which I find more useful, but most of the time I do use UAV jammer because I like to mix things up. But since it was Bog, I slapped on a Juggernaut. But basically in this series I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of the weapon's history and kind of like talk about some of the things, the reason why it's in Black Ops. The Dragunov is like the Russian sniper of the Cold War era. It went into development in the late 1950s, and I started to see action in the early 60s, and it's still used today. One of the changes they've made today is instead of the wood stock, you'll often see like a synthetic stock, which is like a gray, plasticky, or like kind of like a resin, I guess you would more call it over than more so than plastic. But it does shoot your standard 7.62 round. Semi-automatic, so if you're in a tight spot you can spray it. I'm not sure how it'll be on Black Ops. I did notice from some of the videos that the fire rate was a little bit lower than it is here in COD 4, so that might affect your ability to spray. One of the things that you might notice is it looks a lot like the AK-47, and that's because the cosmetics of the rifle were designed after the AK itself. Like the iron sights, I think it has the same dust cover as the AK, and it also has like the same, like, the wood stock, which is I guess you could say a trademark of the AK-47. One unique thing about the Dragunov is that it has the PSO scope, which has a built-in rangefinder. Now off the top of my head I can only think of one other scope that has that, but for the life of me I cannot think of the name, and I don't feel like looking it up right now, so you're just gonna have to believe me. But the PSO scope is pretty unique. PSO 1 I think is the one that's on this. Oftentimes it's a little bit different on this. I don't know, a lot of times if you've played any other games that Dragunov have been on, it kind of has like a little thing to the right of the crosshairs that has like I guess you would call it a parabola shaped line that has different numbers on it. That is a adjustment so you can figure out how much drop is actually going to be put onto the rifle. So I've always thought that was kind of unique, and it's kind of what is the trademark of the Dragunov. You see a lot of people talk about the PSO scope. So I did notice that it was in Black Ops, so it's much different than it is on this game. This game it seems like I don't know if this is technically a PSO scope, because the PSO scope has, as you see that guy try a 360 no scope with his Tony Hawk setup. But the PSO scope does have that little hair thing, the parabola shaped rangefinder, so keep an eye out for that, and that's why it is different than the normal scopes like the Barrett has. But oh, on this game it does 70 damage. I think you all know that, and you don't need stopping power. I already said that. And does has a 1.5 multiplier to head and chest, so it'll power right through that Juggernaut. So no problems there. A lot of times, even if you do, Juggernaut's never a problem with the Dragunov, mainly because if you hit them in the right spot, it's going to be a one-hit kill no matter what. However, if you hit them in like the chest or below, it's going to take 2 shots no matter what, even if they don't have Jug on. So really in the long run, Juggernaut has no effect on this Dragunov. So that's one of the reasons why I like to use it. It's not difficult to get the second shot off. So I mean, it's a very versatile sniper. A lot of times you'll see like troops using this in like indoor-outdoor areas. So it's very good for I guess you would call it environmental sniping. That's a term that's not used very often, but basically that means like close range sniping. You'll see people using it like in well, if you notice in this, they're not all the snipers wear ghillie suits, but they wear hats. a lot of baseball caps, which I think is goofy, as you see me fail on that collateral. It would have been sweet to have a double collateral, but basically those people are usually the ones that are involved in the indoor-outdoor fighting. But this is drawing to a close, so I'll let you go. I will see you next time, which will be a scorpion video. Peace.